Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And I decided that I wasn't going to wake up at 3 in the morning to cover this live stream, so we're doing it 3 hours later. Not really that big of a deal. So we're going to go through today's live stream coverage and figure out what the hell's coming for the mostly the month of March. This is the live stream. First off, they already announced this a while ago, but the next Slime movie will release February of 2026, so about a year from now, until we get some new animated Slime content, which is fine. Take your time. Please make it look and feel better than most of season 3 was. Please don't have me sitting in a boardroom for half the movie. That would be quite terrible. But let's move forward. Here's the schedule. This is some social media campaign that's been going on for a while. You can get some posters of some of the gallery images, which is cool, but it's only for Japan, so unfortunate. They brought back this little roadmap where we had the special thing 1 and 2, and the Freerun collab and the EX Unbound stuff. But this was labeled for December, right? And this is the Shizu story quest thing that obviously did not come in December because it's now the end of February. Well, it looks like it's coming now. So this will be a fully voiced kind of story narrative thing. I believe it was overseen by Fuse, the author, and you'll get like 30 crystals out of it or something. Like, it's nothing super huge, but if you care about Shizu lore, then by all means have at it. Okay, we have Tempest Fest coming in tonight. Okay, I mean that's a lot of free rewards. It's a lot of stamina, but it's a lot of free rewards. So if you're not aware, Tempest Fest is a limited time. Essentially, it's a building thing. So like how you build up your town of Tempest and you get stuff out of it. This is a very very short term kind of style of that, where you build these stalls, you bring in currency and people, and then based on your milestones of bringing in people and stuff by upgrading your stalls, you get a literal butt ton of free rewards: emblems, hammers, crystals, EX shards. So it costs a lot of stamina if you want to try and rush this in 20 minutes. But if you let it play out through the entirety of this period from tonight to the 14th, 13th, depending, it's not that bad. And it is essentially just free stuff. Like, you really don't have to do much. If you're really curious, you can watch one of my previous videos on Tempest Fest, and I'll certainly make another one probably sometime this weekend about this. But it is a lot of just good free rewards for the amount of effort you really have to put in. Corridor of Awakening looks to be untouched. This starts the second slash third, so that'll start Sunday night. Okay, sure. Corridor Awakening is such a useless kind of event. What is this? I have to open my translate app thing. Weekend bingo mission. Oh, okay, so this is what it was the last time they were here, and they're upgrading it moving forwards. So the missions are going to stay the same. The rewards are doubling, so 10, 20, 10, 20, 10, 20, 1, 2, 100,000, 200,000. Okay, so it is pretty much the same across the board until you get down here where this used to be the third anniversary coins, and now it's going to be just 5 tickets. Okay, sure, fine. I get extra rewards are always fine. These missions are fairly easy, and the fact that we're going to get more of the rewards is cool. This is a permanent change, so 228 moving forward. Okay, sure. And obviously we're not going to get coins anymore because that shop is about to leave. I think they extended it, or they're going to extend it tonight, which is good. In case you missed out on spending your coins, the shop will be open for a little bit later. I think that was a notification in the game, so that's nice. We have Predation Battle coming tonight with defense skills. Okay. That's very telling, isn't it? 220. Wait. Why is there no end date? I assume this is going to be around just for the weekend again. Sure. Okay, fine, whatever. Ooh, Chamber of Memory. Is this the old stages? Or is it new stages? Let's take a look. We have new stages coming in, limited time, and then this line down here at the very bottom says the previous stages that were limited time from like 2 months ago from the third anniversary, they're going to be permanently added in now. Okay. And which means you can clear them again and get more shards. Excellent. So this is very much end game content. These stages require very specific teams to build and fight. But if you can, then you get EX shards. And quite a few of them, because they're going to add in probably 5 or 6 stages here. You're going to redo the 5 or 6 stages that were from a couple months ago because they're being added in permanently. So you can probably get enough to EX or dupe up like one character or something because it takes 10 shards now. So this is good for endgame players. New or early to mid, you're not gonna be able to do this, but they're permanent. Well, these ones are gonna be permanent. These new limited time ones will come back and become permanent later on. So don't fret. White Day. Okay, so Valentine's Day already happened half a month ago, right? February 14th. This will happen on March 14th. White Day in Japan is the opposite. So the girls give chocolates on Valentine's Day. On White Day, the boys give gifts as thanks to the girls on White Day, just 1 month later. So we're going to get some coins and some chocolates that are good for the female characters. And then there'll be a quest to get a ticket and some more chocolates. Okay, cool. Okay, so they're talking about the new team formation, team building update where you just click around everything, kind of like the gear. I did a video on this yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. And I think it's very, very good. Saves a lot of time. I'm very happy with it. This must be the sorting function, which I don't really care about. Sure. This is the animation skip, so you can click anywhere. We also covered that yesterday. Okay, cool. Well, what's this? It costs something, I'll tell you that much. Oh. Oh. You can take any of the old characters that have been EX upgraded or EX unbound, and you could flip them between an attack alt and a support alt. Oh. And it costs magicules. But it looks like you can just do this whenever you want because that button is always there. So, like, okay, so if you want the Shizu to be a single target fire DPS, then she can. And if you want her to be a support alt and give some force, I don't know, 15% weakness strike, or 30%, depending if it's an EX alt, then you can. And you can flip back and forth. That's actually pretty good. That's, depending on, which forces get added to which characters, I think that is really, really solid. Interesting. Because, a lot of those old 5-star characters, I'm not using them as true DPS units. But you can. But if I'm not, and they will have some extra value to being on the team for this weakness strike stuff, I think that's good. Okay, sure. I'm on board with that. It is a choosable thing. It's not a permanent thing, which makes it even better, which is why I'm on board with it. So if I don't want her to be a support alt, or I don't want Space Shion or Earth Mirren to be a DPS character, we can turn them into support alt. And they're going to be some of them are going to be much better at that than others. Okay, that's good. Oh, we're finishing up the original story. Okay. And it will drop on the 19th/18th for me, so when is that? Tuesday. over 2 weeks from now. Okay. And then we have some things coming in. So this is... What is this? Oh, where is it? Translate. Oh, I don't know why I closed it. So starting on the 19th, we'll get half price stamina campaign, and then we'll get extra bingo missions. Okay, cool. And on the 24th is double bond XP. Gotta love that. And then the final line down here is we get a free building slot. Oh, okay. On the 24th, towards the end of the meta. 23rd, 24th. I mean, sure, okay, fine. They both end on the 2nd, so they're only going to be there for just over a week. Okay, sure, cool. I mean, more story quests is more crystals and stuff. Maybe if difficult to fight, I don't know. We've got Shinsha in her new form. Okay. And now we've got the new team, which this is school themed. Okay, sure. Hinata. All right, let's take a look at what Hinata does. So this is Sparkle of Youth is the new force. Fount of Wisdom, Shizu's Will, and Prosper? I think that's Prosper. Is that Prosper? Let me open my game real fast. Hold on. Oh, wait. Oh, spoiler. Spoiler alert. The old hero gets an EX upgrade. Oh, shit. Okay. The force is Prosper? It is Prosper. Okay. Cool. Alt. 150%, so she's a support alt. Weakness, Strike of Sparkle of Youth, 60%. EX is double that. That's, when she's fully maxed out, full rocks, full dupes. First skill. Put Sparkle of Youth or Fount of Wisdom into a damage absorption state for 1 turn. Nullify all damage and recover 5% of HP. So you just, instead of taking damage, you absorb the damage. Oh, we have a defense meta. That makes sense, because the Predation Battle was defense skill. Okay. Increase all gauge gain of all magic souls by 10%. Okay, so 10% gauge increase for everything. Second skill. Adds 2 to the number of critical hit charges for all allies. From the 5th turn onwards, each charge deals continuous damage of 150%. This sounds like each charge deals 50% of target's attack for Raphael. Hinata, 150% of current HP. Current HP. Increases green orb protection gauge by 50% for 1 turn. Is this... This is Vengeance. Just a different kind of vengeance. Each charge deals continuous damage of 150% of the target's current HP to all enemies. So this will be HP focused. This is the enemy's attack stat focused. Oh, we're getting Vengeance 2.0. Okay. What's next? Okay, so there's a damage absorption, so we're absorbing 240 damage there instead of taking 240 damage. Okay, green orb hand. Starting hand is 2 blues, so that's good for Isis, if this is a green, since this is a green team. All right, free to play Isis, stonks, continually rising. Protector Masayuki. Sure, okay. What do you do? Translate. Okay, so he leads a Sparkle of Youth team, gets extra damage against fire, sure. Puts all enemies into a critical recovery state for 3 turns. When HP is recovered, add 2 to the number of critical hit charges. After the 5th turn, each charge deals continuous. This is Vengeance 2.0. Just with a slightly different flavor. Increases skill points by 100, can exceed cost limit. So he just gives you 100 points. That's okay. Sure. Reduces the skill cost of the front line to initial value. Oh, like Elmesia. Okay, well that's okay. Reduces the skill. Okay, so you could, no matter what, he's going to bring you back down to your lowest cost every time you use him. Okay. Down here, Sparkle of Youth gets extra damage to fire. Yes, yes. Increases attack power and defensive magic characters, so magic meta. From the 2nd turn onwards, at the start of the turn, skill cost for all allies, including rear guard, is reduced by 10. He's double lowering? So he's doing it passively right here for everybody, including the backline. Like Maribel. Or Albus. But then he's also up front, just resetting everything back down to base. So... okay, I mean... that's pretty good. You could either fully reset them, or you could send them in the back and just not have to use them for a while, and they'll get passively reset anyways. I mean, that's pretty good. Gives you 100 points, and can go over the cost limit. That's important. So we have the new cap of 150 skills. He'll bring you to 250. That'll allow you to use a lot of things. I'm feeling Divine General Diablo with his multi-use skill, and you can just stack all these Hinata things on, right? Okay, sure. Okay, that's the new... okay, so the problem with Vengeance currently is that this effect right here, the Vengeance charges, and then the Vengeance counterattacks that Velazard puts on your team. Like, at this point, they've nerfed Vengeance because the enemy simply cleanses the Vengeance off of them or removes your counterattack state. So, what makes this different? Like, I think it's specifically only going onto your characters this time instead of being added to the enemy, but it's not like the game doesn't have people that doesn't remove whatever special state, because, you know, they've been, alongside nerfing Vengeance, they've been nerfing Idle Rimuru and the invincibility. So a lot of stages, they just straight up remove your ability to have these defensive mechanics. And while this meta is going to focus on it, so it's not going to remove it, the 5 teams that came before this meta, and probably the 5 teams that come after this meta, are going to remove this state. So it's going to be not useful after the month. And, like, by not useful, I mean they're going to nerf it into the ground. Because it is just Vengeance. Yeah, this is a very easy skip already. Just based on how not useful it's going to be in the future. I don't think Vengeance will work, and for people that don't have this team, it's going to be very, very difficult to clear, because they're probably going to do a butt ton of damage. We'll have to see. And then turn 4, turn 5, yep, there's the damage with 2 stacks. Okay. Sure. Alright, what does Shizu do? 25 point skills across the board. Translate. AoE magic attack, 290%. 15% counterattack power means nothing. Alright, she's on Sparkle of Youth, Fount of Wisdom, Heart of a Hero, and then the flashback, because she's the free-to-play character. This is the outfit that we saw that I made a community post about yesterday. First skill, converts 2 orbs of Sparkle of Youth into green orbs, and then adds 1 charge to the Vengeance 2.0 thing. Okay. So, 2 orbs of specifically Sparkle of Youth units. Second skill converts 2 blue orbs into greens, and then adds 1 charge. Okay, she's a double converter. She's kind of like Nabe from the Overlook collab, where 1 skill was locked to the team and 1 skill wasn't. But the one that was locked, you could change any orb. She is essentially just Nabe, but not. Let me pull Nabe up. Battle character, free to play, all the way down here, and free to play light. Nabe. So she changed 2 Stern of Spirit orbs into greens, and then she gave 10%, but you're getting one of the charges for your vengeance attack or whatever they want to call it. And then the second skill was just a straight up, just standard orb change. But it looks like this one's going to be oranges, actually. Maybe Mystic Souls? It's probably oranges. We might see it during their Beatdown Battle preview in this. Okay, sure. Oh, Carrion finally gets another fucking character. After literally 3 years, almost. He gets a free-to-play protector. For 1 turn, puts you in that continuous state. When HP is recovered, adds 2. Increases skill points by 30. Not quite as good as 100, but he's free. And then resets by 20. Okay. So, I mean, serviceable. Sure, fine. Sparkle of Youth gets 30% extra damage with fire. Sparkle of Youth gets 12% attack. Okay, well, sure. He'll work as the new power cut version of the Protector Albus that came with Vengeance. Where is she? Who, I mean, is useful for some of the chamber stages where you can only use like 4 stars or something, or free-to-play units. Like, she was good. She's still good for those kinds of missions. Okay. Let's move forward. This is the banner. Oh, that's the JP only banner. Veldora. Oh, Veldora's coming as an art teacher and a Romerus. Maybe. Huh. Okay. I mean, maybe they're a combo character. They both have the same. Okay, sure. PAX. What is this? Are they doing something with these 2 characters? No. They're just letting people know that they're available. Not that we haven't known they've been available for the past 3 weeks. Because they end on the 10th and the 19th. Okay, cool, whatever. Art director. Oh, animations. Yeah, let's look at those. That was probably the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Hinata hitting you with some giant ass, what are they called? Protractors? Because you almost licked up her skirt because of the wind. And then Masayuki's doing the fucking, like, challenge game that people do. I don't know. Do they do that still? Is this a thing? People did this when I was in school. That was in, you know, early mid 2000s. And then Shizu's telling you to fucking get educated by throwing books at you. We're gonna make that a GIF, and every time you ask a stupid question, I'm just gonna post that. Telling you to fucking read or something. Okay, well, I mean, that's useful. Social media campaign. 10,000 likes and reposts, you get a Tempest Medal of Honor ticket. I would have preferred, you know, banner tickets, but sure, whatever. Okay. The Beatdown Battle for Shizu. And she looks cool. She looks fine in that. Okay. And then here is the new character lineup. Hinata, Masayuki, Shizu, Gym Teacher Carrion. Well, that does make sense. Oh, Beatdown Battle. Okay, good. Let's learn some things. Lumi and Alice are here. Attack skills are sealed. Oh, wait. I want to see those skills real fast. Is Shizu changing? What color is Shizu changing? Okay. That doesn't tell me. Sure. Let's see what skill they use first. They're starting with 36 points because they have Lumi up front. Hinata comes in. Traya. Good thing you can't get her. Okay, so they're going to use this skill where it converts any 2 orbs from the Sparkle of Youth category, and they'll get converted, and then it'll add 1 charge, which, there you go. Okay, and then we're going to send 6. They probably have a literal fuck ton of HP because it's a defense meta and you're meant to do damage through the passive damage. What are we going to call this? Vengeance 2.0? That sounds... But I didn't really see a different, like a good name to base it off of. 1,800 damage a hit on turn 1. Poison? Oh, great. Okay. Yeah, you're not going to have fun with this if you don't have the team. Great. I mean, the alternate Beatdown Battle teams video is going to be awful. Okay. Okay, so there's the field effect. Here's the absorption effect. So if you get hit now, you're going to just heal instead of take damage based on what we read. Yeah, okay, yep, there's a heal. And there's a heal. And there's a heal. And we're getting charges added every time we heal. We're getting 2 charges, so now we're up to 10 off of 8. That's 12 now. And heal, 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 and that's from the poison that would normally do damage. So you stay pretty topped up. We're up to 40 charges now? Wait, what? How do you have 40, but you only have 24? Does it not add across the team evenly? Only when you get hit? Okay, interesting. And then we add 2 more after using Masayuki. Okay. So there's that. Cool. I don't really know how I feel about this. This meta is just, it's not going to be good after this month. Like, even more so than other teams. Because they just, none of these skills are going to be useful on any other team. And that did how much damage? Sorry. Uh, 4.4 million damage on that, and it did that much damage to their HP. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 20, 24, 25 million HP on this fight, which I assume is not like Inferno 1 or something. Oh, boyo. Yeah, this is gonna suck big time for people. Okay. Well, that's certainly something. Okay, well, let's skip forward. Ooh, what's this? Oh, this is the... So the Masked Hero, OG Masked Hero, and Water Alice got their EX Unbound upgrades. Okay. They're adding all the kids, which, you know, whoop-de-fucking-do. Alice, free-to-play, Fountain Wisdom Gobta, Fountain Wisdom Rimuru, and Albus. They're adding them to the Sparkle of Youth force. How old is Albus? Question mark? Okay, cool, whatever. And let's see, what else is here? Skill fusions, we'll cover that in its own video later on. And that's it. Okay, and anything else in here? Oh, Q&A. We'll cover that in its own video too, unless the questions are absolutely garbage, which the last time they did this, they were. And then we've got Jubilee rankings. Okay, well, that's it then. So we've got Vengeance 2.0 coming out later today, literally in 23 hours and 10 minutes, or sorry, 11 hours and 10 minutes. So in 12 hours, we're going to be sitting here, but I'm going to be streaming, and we're going to be summoning, and we're going to be using this shit. So Vengeance 2.0 is the next meta goodie. I have serious doubts about how useful this is going to be in the future. Again, because a lot of stages, like I think we can probably still check right now and look at this Beatdown Battle. Not this. That's not a Beatdown Battle. Catalyst. Yeah, let's go here. Special effect, quest details. So, chance to nullify the status effects of all targets, including rearguard. Yeah, it's kind of here. And it's not just that one, you know, okay. Chance to recover stat abnormalities. So that's if you put something on her, which was to nerf the Vengeance counter, or Vengeance charges, Shuna would nerf your invincibility and nerf your Vengeance counters from Velzard. This skill is going to affect this Masayuki skill and on all this shit. They're just going to remove it. So this is why I am not super high on this team, because they've already spent the past year plus attempting to nerf Vengeance, and we've come to this where they just delete everything that you do with Vengeance. And if all this stuff from this new team is only affecting your characters, all the bosses have this now. Nullify the status effects. So it's like, where is this going to be useful in a month from now? Nowhere, because they're all going to go back to having this nullifying status effect, and you're not going to do anything with this team except sit there. Okay, we'll have to see it in practice, and we'll have to see what they do with it, and if they do or do not nerf it in the coming months. But initial thoughts are this is a skip. This is a very easy skip. I don't think any of these units bring value to any other existing teams. Like, I'm not putting this Hinata on the free run team or something. I'm not going to use this Shizu. Well, she's a dedicated orb changer. We might use this Shizu. But the entire team is going to work around this whole gimmick. So even the next two characters that come out in March, they're going to be relegated to having skills that add to these charges right here to make you do more damage on your passive damage ability. So it's like, I don't know how useful they're going to be. Or they're going to end up with the sad fate of like Furry Shuna and Vengeance Veldora, where like they kind of fit in, but they kind of actually don't fit on their own teams, because this is very much a defense focus. He's on a defense team, but he's got like damage skill, which makes no fucking sense. And then Shuna was a DPS that's like stat swapped and everything, and she didn't really make too much sense either. Yeah, I don't have great feelings about this. But let me know what you guys think. But that's it for me, guys. Take it easy, and I will see you all later tonight.